Kia ora koutou, my name's Nicholas Laurence, or Nick, and I'm just finishing my doctorate of clinical psychology at Massey Uni in Wellington. I've been studying mindfulness integrated cognitive behavioural therapy. I did a pilot study for my declin and investigated that. So what led me to choose psychology as a career was really a mix of an interest in people and an interest in kind of using the mind and analysis to find the best way forward to actually help people deal with their problems. I've always been quite introspective and I like getting into the kind of deep and meaningful stuff, and what I like about psychology is it gives me an opportunity to have really real conversations. Most people, when I talk to them as an intern psychologist, you get really honest answers, and people go really deep, often quite quickly as well. And so it's a real privilege to be able to do that. In terms of challenges on the path of becoming a psychologist, I'd say it's a long haul. It's a real marathon. It's been 8 years for me to get to where I am now, and I'm just about ready to submit my thesis. I think part of the challenge is we learn a lot, or I've learned a lot about what makes up well-being for someone, and a lot of those include like social support and taking time in nature and having meaningful work and all these kind of things, and it can be hard to maintain all the social connections and things that you know are good for your well-being, like exercise, when you've got deadline after deadline, years on end. So make sure you've got good support around you, I think is key, and good habits. But the most rewarding is, I guess, getting into placement and intern year and actually sitting down with the client and feeling like, there's a big component of I don't know what I'm doing, but also I have been training for this, and actually there are some things that I can offer someone and can build that relationship, and I guess that's really rewarding. And I think also training as a psychologist in New Zealand, it's been really rewarding for me to learn more about Māori culture and bicultural practice, and I've really gained a surprising amount from that, which I didn't expect sort of 8 years ago, but that's really been a big part of my learning and my journey as well. So that's been a real privilege. Got a question here of where I see myself in 10 years' time, which is it's a huge question. I look around the world and I see like we're on the kind of the forefront of pretty massive changes, I think, with just everything that's happening politically and also with the environment. And so I'd like to experiment with how, as a psychologist and as a profession and as psychologists, that we can contribute to that change, so it kind of eases the path towards a more sustainable and flourishing society. And I think as psychologists, we've got an opportunity to get out of our closed rooms, working mostly one-on-one, and actually become leaders in society and sit on advisory boards in advisory roles across a wide range of sectors where behaviour change is needed. So that's something that excites me, and I'd really love to connect with other psychologists who see that potential for bringing psychology into wider change. And then finally, advice for someone that might be considering a career in psychology. I'd say just to do your research and do some introspection as well to know what it is that a psychologist actually does. So go out and talk to people that are psychologists and find out what's involved in the training, and then find something in you that is like, I definitely want to do it because of this reason. Because if you're clear on your motivations, then you'll be able to call on those during some of the hard times studying to be a psychologist as well. So, ngā mihi, thank you.